Hello, I'm Ricardo Sanchez, and today I'm going to be talking about specific audience. An engaged audience makes good writing. And here's
My name is Fabian Villarreal.
Lizo Rosa.
okay. So I use Fabian as an example, and I interviewed him and I asked him, "Do you think keeping the audience engaged in writing is important?" And he said, and I quote, "I believe that sometimes you do, if you're required to, and if it's important to get a better grade. If not, then it's not important." So basically, high school students don't care about the audience as long as they get the grade that they want, you know. So the actual specific audience of the topic doesn't really matter to them. So, and I think that is true because I was a high school student. Now I'm a college student, and I did that too.
As I said in the interview with Rick, I don't really think it's important. In my high school years, I wouldn't really introduce my audience, so I would get low grades.
I didn't think about the audience like that much. I just knew that we had to write a paper for the teacher. So I believe I just started to write whatever he taught us. And it's because most of the time in high school, the teacher just gives us the paper and tells us there's an essay. So, and then we just started to write whatever it come to our mind. So I thought more of the prompt than to what people I was talking or writing to. And I think the audience is really important because it gives you a better understanding to who are you talking to, and it gives you more maybe more things to talk about or to write, to be able to express what you're thinking.
So the second source is the universities and what they think about the audience and how to target and find the specific audience. They put that usually students write, like we mentioned before, they just write just for the TA, for the teacher, just to get that grade and follow the specific structure of the essay. And all they think about is, okay, I need to do this and then do the paragraph next and thesis or whatever. So they never dig deeper into the actual topic and who the audience is. So universities give tips on how to find the specific audience, how to get better at it. And one of the ways they said is to just write more. Think about the topic, plan before you even write, so you can actually know who you're going to write to and how you're going to write it. So yeah, I believe that is good advice, since this year in freshman year college, I've gotten really good advice from my peers, from Ms. Bonnie. So it's been good, and I've improved my writing, and I think it's good to have an audience.
Well, I believe that I don't know if that helps us. What do you think, Fabian?
Well, it's however you want to write your essay. That's what I think.
Well, I say this because if they just show you how to plan, that doesn't give you anything. That's what most of the high school teacher tells us. They just give us the structure, a prompt, and okay, right now. You know what I mean?
They don't really give us an audience, so that's why we're used to not writing to an audience. We just write to just like the teacher or to.
Yeah, but they don't give us the audience because we have to find the audience. We're the ones writing the essay, and they just follow the way through. You know, they just help us through the way, and then we have to write it on our own. We have to find the audience. We have to write the essay. We have to structure it correctly. So.
But then the audience for each person is different. The audience, you know what I mean? So you're maybe for the teacher it's a different audience from you then. Or things like that, you know what I mean? It changes in the way that people see those.
Yeah, I understand you, but if the topic is on writing to teachers or high school teachers, whatever, you're not gonna write to the dog, right? Because that's what you think the audience is.
Yeah, but which teacher? If this is a science teacher, you're not gonna talk.
Well, yeah,
to
a specific teacher, like a high school teacher. I said a high school teacher.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, so and then we go on to the third source, which is from a middle school teacher. He goes into his son's classroom. He's a middle schooler, 7th grader, and he sees how the teacher gives tips to the students and how to make them better writers and just target an audience and just write better, you know. And the tips they gave were a little bit less, you know, like hard, or I don't know how to say it, like
More complex?
no, less complex, because they're middle schoolers, you know.
Okay.
So they're smaller kids, so
So it was like, what? They just give them the essay or what?
yeah, like
What did he tell you?
he just, you know, he went and he saw that the teacher just made him practice the writing, you know, and gave them different topics so they can spread their ideas and find the audience for different topics, not just one, so they can practice, and each time they write, they know what to write for, you know, who to write for. So every time the audience changes, so that makes them more creative, more aware of how to write for the audience.
Okay.
Not like us when we're in high school, we didn't even have an audience.
Well, middle school, I mean, it's the same thing.
The same thing, yeah.
I came here like in what is it, in
7th grade.
we went to a specific idea. So from 7th